Hello and welcome back to Farming for Points. Since you were last with me, we went on and beat Stoke in the EFL Cup 6-1. Delap getting a brace, Tuanzebe, Leaf, Moretti and Doyle on the score sheets. Before brushing aside Wolves, 3-0, Verts getting 2 and Liam Delap. Meaning today we've got RB, Salzburg and Liverpool, who, as things stand, look to be quite good again this year. Obviously, last season they didn't do very well, finished 6th in the end. But yeah, they're out at the top of the Premier League at the moment. But let's see what happens when we come to beat them, eh? But anyway, the team to play RB Leipzig is Palmer in goal, Leaf, Doyle, Gahey and Singo at the back. Eagles, Swedberg and Gibbs White in midfield, with Hutchinson and Verts behind Liam Delap up top. Yep. We've put some of the youngsters on the bench because, we need registration and, difficult words, all of that. I think we should be good enough to be in with a shout against RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig, that's who we play next. Salzburg and... kind of like that, really. Hopefully we're good enough. First 20 minutes, though, not a lot's happened, but here comes Leaf. Can Leaf swing a ball in? He does, towards the post, and it's headed clear, but only as far as Gibbs White. Gibbs White now with the opportunity to cross it to Delap, and Delap slots it home. It's Red Bull Salzburg 0, Ipswich 1. And very good attack. Good ball across, and the keeper probably should have gone out, sort of stepped out a little bit, or at least dived for the ball as it came across to Delap, but nobody did. And it was just slotted home comfortably. Is Eagles, Doyle, Gibbs White, Salzburg, Singo, Salzburg, Swedberg. Words are difficult today. Verts is going to regain that for us. Plays it back to Gibbs White. Now Singo, Swedberg. Go on, Gahey, Swedberg, Singo. Singo's lost out, but luckily did come back round to cover. But RB Salzburg have a beautiful counter, you've got to say. And it's 1-1. That was a good counter attack. I will give them that. Unfortunately, today I have cold press, orange, mango, carrot, passion fruit, apple and lemon. Should be nice. I might go and get a pint glass with some ice in it though. Verts, go on Verts. Oh. There we go, Leaf. Leaf still running. Crosses it in towards Delap, who's pushed over by Terzic. Unfortunately, is it? Yes, penalty. Who's going to take the penalty for us? Probably. Oh no, Ingles. Engels now. It's in. 2-1. Excuse me. I was going to celebrate, but instead I yawned. Don't ask. Yeah. Um, this week's been pretty hard mental health wise. Depression sort of kicked in, and after that, I struggled to remember, and memory and words are quite difficult. And then that, because feel like I'm sort of having to really concentrate to do what I want to do, it makes me very, very, very tired. But we need to get videos recorded. So we're going to have a little recording session today. Back across, Liam Delap. 3-1. And should never really been in doubt. 65 minutes on the clock, 3-1. We are now going to make some changes. Gibbs White needs to come off so Moretti can come on for him. Well, we've got Christiansen. Have we got anyone that can come on for Leaf? Boswell can come on for Leaf. I know that sounds weird, but I think he'll be able to do the job. And we got Ollie Davis. Not very good. What about Pio Esposito? Yeah, you can come on for Delap. Why not? How good are you at being a right back? Not great. We'll bring Braithwaite on for Singo. Let's go. Boswell, I think he'll be able to do a job at that. Like, it's a very attacking left back, and he's got good crossing and dribbling. His tackling's just awful. But we don't need him to tackle. We've got the three at the back more so. But this puts us in the top 8, meaning we would go straight through to the knockout rounds rather than having to do the playoff thing as things stand. That must be said. It's Hutchinson plays it over the top. Sweetberg now out wide, and the ball's flicked around and come off the post, off the keeper, and gone just out. Hutchinson's going to come off for Newton as our final change, just with a few minutes to go. And that, boys and girls, is the result we were after. Superb play. Now we've just got a small thing of top of the Premier League, Liverpool, in just like 3 days. So I'll see you when we're ready for that one. So we are ready for the game against Liverpool. We have Palmer in goal, Davis, Doyle, Gahey and Singo at the back, Moretti, Bellingham and Eagles in midfield, with Hutchinson and Wirtz behind Liam Delap up top. We are continuing to use this formation at the moment because it seems to be working quite well. Pump fists and say that. We've been looking at getting new staff in because we suddenly got inundated. We can have more coaches, more scouts and things. So I've hopefully got a load coming in. And Kanate has given us a penalty, surely. They went straight through the back of Hutchinson. It is a penalty at Anfield. Who's taking it? Engels is taking it again. But this time it's saved by Becker. Allison with a good save there. Ball's played in. Virgil's obviously favoured for any type of cross. And they've also got Tay in there, who we know very well. I was kind of gutted when he left. And it looks like we're playing Liverpool twice, interestingly. That was closer than it should have been. Right. We are going to encourage. Uh-oh. Good play from Doyle. Getting in the way. Come on. Engels not playing well. I think we're going to have to bring him off at half time. I also don't like Doyle being on a yellow card as the ball's pumped forward. Here is Doyle. Plays it in to Moretti. Doyle. Back to Gahey. Engels. Delap. Singo. This is building up nicely. Singo runs all the way past. Plays it beyond pretty much everyone. Delap does get to it though. Now here's Leaf. Can Leaf swing one in? He does towards Hutchinson, and Allison pushes wide. Oh dear. Come on, boys. Hutchinson. Allison makes a good save. What can we do? Encourage. Come on. Just Hutchinson's looking a bit tired. Engels is having a bad game and Doyle's on a yellow card. Looks like we may be making 3 changes at half time. So, Engels definitely coming off. Gibbs White can come on. Gibbs White can't really do the box to box, so we'll swap Gibbs White and Bellingham over. Doyle for Braithwaite. That's a easy one. We'll give Amari a little bit, and then we'll probably bring on Newton for him. Just give him 5-10 minutes. He does a lot of running, does Amari. Right, we're going to bring Newton on now. Virgil. Robertson. Gahey's missed it. Oh, luckily. Wow, that was very lucky to get away with that one. We're going to encourage. Right, what can we do now? We kind of need to go more attacking. So do we just flick to that? Or that? We can be box to box. We'll go 2 advanced playmakers. And Moretti can come off for Endrick. And then we'll go inside forward. Inverted winger. And Vala for Leaf. That'll do. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but just flicking around might just confuse them a little bit. Here is Verts with a free kick. I was going to say he didn't look within touching distance, but it's Verts. You know, probably one of the best players in the world. Trent still at Liverpool in this world. As we know, he's probably not going to be at Liverpool come next season. Oh, great play by Vale. Plays it to Delap. Endrick now. Go on, Endrick. Yes! Get in there, Endrick. Beautiful play. 1-0 and making that change. I just wanted it to confuse them a little bit. And that has done that with the inside forward coming through. I am quite happy with that. Here is Liam Delap with a long throw. Plays it to Singo. Gahey, unable to find a red shirt. And is that onside? Good challenge. Get clear. Verts, no, he's not going to quite get there, I don't think. Endrick. Here's Newerton. Singo. Endrick. Delap. Oh, wow. This is interesting, to say the least. Potentially something that we could look at doing for the odd game. I might just flick it into existence in that first formation and just see, so that when we do play it, it works. But I like this, probably will never work again in a game, but it's quite interesting. Just flicking to it has obviously caused Liverpool a little bit of time to get used to it. They didn't know I suppose they don't know what's going on and just expect you to play the same way throughout the game. So a little flick change makes a big difference. Here's Braithwaite, Verts, Delap, Endrick plays it out to Valet. Go on, Valet, run. Newerton, Verts, Job, Bellingham, tipped over the bar by Allison. 4 minutes of time added on. Valet to take the corner. What's he doing? He's wasting time. He's doing well. Plays it back post, unable for Braithwaite to get his head to it. Gibbs White is going to gather though. And again. And you would think that Gibbs White just held on to it there, kept us in possession. But here's Delap. What's he going to do with it? Goes to Singo. Braithwaite. Gibbs White sneaks it in the bottom corner to make it 2-0. And that is signed, sealed and delivered with probably one of the last kicks of the game. The victory. Okay, they added an extra minute on for the goal, but that's 2 wins, everybody. And that was a win against, they were top of, in fact, they still are top of the table. and we have just brushed them aside with a very interesting change in form. Intact formation. Um, yeah, interesting. So next time we'll be back for Arsenal and PSG. But if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I've been the Masked Manager, and until next time, I have spoken.